Hello, my name is Uffe. I'm 20 years old and live in Charlottenlund. Before showing you my movie, I'll give you a short introduction to why I've chosen exactly this kind of movie. The movie shows different clips of me walking in the forest. I've chosen the forest as the setting for my movie because I've lived next to it my whole life. I come to the forest almost every day. The forest is a place I can seek shelter from everyday troubles and relax. The movie is shot in Charlottenlund Forest and Dyreham. The clips represent some of my favorite places when spending time in the forest. While watching the clips, I will present my closest family in order for you to get a better look at me as a person. So, yeah, let's begin. The members of my family I will talk about today are the following: my mother and father, of course, but furthermore, I will also talk about my big brother and my grandmother. Let's start off with my parents. My parents divorced when I was 10 years old. Since then, I have lived on shifts of 1 week with each of them. This recently stopped as my father moved with his new wife to Holbæk. I now live with my mom in Charlottenlund. My mother is 52 years old and works at a major Danish utility company named Hofor as a press consultant. Besides from that, she's preparing with her new boyfriend to move from our current apartment in Charlottenlund to Frederiksberg in Copenhagen. A little fun fact is that my mother had thought until she was 45 that she was an only child. It was when she was 45 that her lifelong search for her father finally ended. He turned out to be from Holland, but sadly he's dead now. But luckily my mother had the chance to meet him before he passed away. But her father isn't the only family that she has found. It has turned out that he had other children from England, South America, Indonesia, and yeah, many more. Our family has gone from just being located in Denmark to now being spread all over the world in 7 different countries. And my mother has now close relations to her siblings in Holland, England, and Indonesia, and tries to visit them once a year or so. I'll now move on with my dad. My father is 55 years old, and as I told earlier, lives in Holbæk with his new wife. He works at an energy company named CSNV as a strategic and sales manager. He, on the other hand, does not have a lot of family. His older brother, mother, and father have passed away, and the only family, except for me and my brother, is his older brother's former wife and their child, yeah, which is my cousin. Um, there's not much to say about him, but yeah, let's move on. My brother. My brother recently turned 29. He lives at Nørrebro with his wife. He's working at a company that specializes in selling solar cells and mounting them on roofs. It is his first job since he graduated last year from the CBS, which is the Copenhagen Business School. And his job is to promote the firm in Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And hopefully, yeah, that's not about his job, but hopefully he and his wife will have a little child soon. So I have the chance to be an uncle. Yeah, and the next person I wish to talk about is my grandmother. My grandmother is the last of my grandparents and the only one of them I have ever met. She lives at a retirement home in Ordrup named Adelaide. Unfortunately, she has been sick with Alzheimer's the last 4 years. Therefore, I try to visit her as much as I can, because I don't know, we don't really know how long she has left, and yeah, for how long she can remember me. I've chosen to end this movie speaking about my grandmother, as I often walk in parks and forests with her. Yeah, I hope you had got the chance to learn me a little bit better, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the movie.